Welcome to IITN Gate classes. This is lecture 9 on compiler design, and in this lecture we are going to start LR parsers. Okay, in the previous class I have already discussed about LR parsers. I have told you LR parsers are of four types: LR0, SLR1, LALR1, and CLR1. Okay, in terms of power, LR0 is the least powerful parser and CLR1 is the most powerful parser. And all these four parsers will have four parts, that is table, algorithm, stack, and buffer. And the difference lies between these parsers is in the table. Okay, so table of all these parsers are different. Rest everything is same. Okay, rather exactly same. Rest everything is exactly same. Only difference is in the table. Okay, yes. So we have discussed LR0 item. Okay, for see, I have already told you in the previous class that for LR0 and SLR1 we need canonical collection of LR0 item. For LALR1 and CLR1 parser, we need canonical collection of LR1 item. So what are canonical collection of LR0 item? For that, I have shown you. First, we have to discuss about what is LR0 item. Then we will discuss about what is canonical collection of LR0 item. Okay. So what is LR0 item? Production rule of grammar with dot in the RHS. Okay. So the dot will be in the RHS. Then it is known as LR0 item. So take any production rule of grammar. So rather we should say context-free grammar. Okay, better word is context-free grammar because we are discussing only context-free grammars here. So take production rule of any context-free grammar with dot in RHS. For example, this. So here dot in RHS, here also, here also. So these are LR0 item, and this is known as final item because dot is in the extreme right. So why we are calling it as final item? Because indirectly it means dot in the extreme right means double A has been read. So since double A has been read, so we can convert it into or we can reduce it to LHS, that is S. Okay, that's why we call it as final item. So dot in extreme right. Okay, note it down. Yes, next is canonical collection of LR0 item. So I have already told you in the previous class what is canonical collection. Canonical collection means, see here, if we have S implies A dot A, since dot is present in beginning of A, so add all productions of A with dot in the beginning. So dot is present in beginning of A, I will add all A production with dot in the beginning like this. Okay. So this is canonical collection, yes, because dot is present in beginning of small a and there is no production starting with small a because it is a terminal symbol. Here also this is a final item. So dot is present in beginning of nothing. Okay, here dot is present in beginning of small b. So again it is canonical collection of LR0 item. It is also canonical collection. It is also canonical collection. And see here, A goes to A dot A. Dot is present in beginning of A. So I will add all A productions with dot in the beginning. See, this is the grammar. From this I am writing. Yes. So now it entirely becomes the canonical collection of LR0 item. So finally, this is canonical collection. This, and this all are canonical collection. So I hope I have made the point clear to all of you. So now we are in position to construct LR0 parser for this grammar. Okay, this is our grammar. For this grammar, I want to construct LR0 parser. So how we are going to construct it? See, we have a few steps. So step number 1 is add augmented production. Step number 1 is add augmented production. Augmented means extra. Okay. So what is that production? Augmented production is S dash implies S. Okay. So we will see. You just have to add this production. So S dash is now our new start symbol. Okay. So S dash will go to S, and now S is going to double A. A is going to AA or B. This is step number 1. So in each and every grammar, steps will be similar. Okay. So step number 1 is add augmented production. Augmented means S dash implies S. Okay. Yes, please note it down carefully. And I will jump to the next slide for step number 2. Okay. Yes, I am jumping now. Step number 2 is, rather I will write here only. And okay, step number 2 is make a DFA. Make a DFA. So how DFA will be made? So DFA of what? Canonical collection of LR0 items. Make DFA of canonical collection of LR0 items. Okay, yes. So I am now showing you the DFA part. Okay, yeah. So firstly, I see this is our grammar. Now this is our grammar, augmented grammar. This is known as augmented grammar, and this is your actual grammar. So for this, we are going to design. Okay. So first I will write this. See here, S dash implies dot S. So now what I will say, dot is present in beginning of S. So add all the S productions with dot in the beginning. So S productions are this only. S implies AA with dot in the beginning. So here we have applied dot. Now I will say dot is present in beginning of A. So add all A productions. So A implies AA, A implies B. I think this is the grammar. Yeah. AAB. Yes. So I have written that with, and what I will say, dot is present in beginning of A. So add all the A production with dot in the beginning. So dot in the beginning. Yes. So now I think nothing is to be added more. So this is your canonical collection of LR0 item. And let us suppose I label this state as I0. Okay, so this is your state number 1, or which is labeled as 0. So you can think of it as state number 0. Okay. Now see, what are the possibilities? I can read this S, this A, this small a, and this small b. So first I will read capital S. So what I will say, S dash implies S dot. Okay. Next is capital A. I can read this capital A. So what I will say, A dot A. Okay. So I will push this dot one position to the right. So dot means we are going to read this A. Now, once you have read this capital A, so dot will shift one position to the right. So here we have this dot. Now, is it canonical collection? No, because dot is present in beginning of A. So I will add all the A productions with dot in the beginning. So A implies A implies B. So I will add all A productions with dot in the beginning. Okay, that's it. So this is my canonical collection. Next is S implies, so small a, we can read this small a. So when I read this small a, what I will, where I will go, A dot A, na? Okay, because dot is dot will shift one position to the right because I have read this small a. Okay, now because see here, dot is present in beginning of A, I will add all the A productions with dot in the beginning. Dot A implies dot B. Okay, now it is canonical collection. Now B, okay, B we have to read. So I will read this B. So where I will go, A implies B dot. Okay. Now tell me which are final items. So you will consider this as final item. No, it is not final item because this is augmented production. Okay. Augmented production is never a final item. This is final item. Yes, this is final item. Okay. And here we are not getting any final item. So here scope of moving ahead is gone. Here, yes, we can read capital A. After reading capital A, where we will go, S implies A dot. Yes, that's it. This is our final item because everything is read. So the dot is present in extreme right now. So it is final item. Okay, next. What about small a? Small a. After reading small a, where we will go? See here, we have to read small a. Na? So where we will go, A implies A dot A. Now dot is present in beginning of A, so I will add all A productions with dot in the beginning. A goes to B, dot in the beginning. Now see carefully. This and this are exactly same. Okay, so why to write a new state? Okay, so I will delete this state. I will say no, this is not the state. So I will say on reading A, we will move here. Okay, yes, on reading B, on reading small b, now see here carefully, on reading small b, where we will go, A implies B dot, which is already present, so go here, na? On reading small b, you will go here. Okay, so now no scope of moving, so no scope of movement now. Okay, everything we have read, capital A, small b we have read. Now come here, on reading capital A. Okay, see here, this production, we will read capital A. So on reading capital A, where we will go, A dot. This is your final item. Now on reading small a, you can imagine we will come back here. It's your homework. Please try to find. On reading small a, dot will move one position to the right. So A dot capital A. This will be the case. So I think you have got it. So we will come back here on reading small a. On reading small b, again we will go here. Okay. So that's it. We have completed our DFA. So it's one time, okay? Actually, one time you may feel it difficult, but I will make 2-3 questions, then you will be able to understand each and everything. No problem in that, okay? So I0, I will label it as I1, then I2, okay? Then I3, I4, I5, I6, okay? So total we have 6 states, sorry, 7 states, no? Because we are starting from I0 to I6. Total we have 7 states here, okay? Please note it down carefully. So step number 2 is completed, okay? So see here, step number 1 was augmented production, step number 2 is DFA construction. So we have done DFA construction. Now I will make table, okay? I will make table. So see, for making table, okay, see here, I will write here row state numbers, okay? State number 0, state number 1, state number 2, state number 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, okay? And here I will write terminal symbols. So we have only 2 terminal symbols. See the previous slide. In the grammar, see, we have only 2 terminal symbols, small a, small b, okay? And one extra we will write, that is dollar. Okay, then we will write non-terminals here. Non-terminals are only 2, that is A and S. A and S. Don't consider S because it is an augmented production. So from original grammar you will write, okay? From original grammar we have got capital A and capital S. Okay. Now see here carefully what we will do. Okay, let me draw the table properly. Let me draw the table properly. Yes. So yes, please try to make table with me only. It will save your time. Okay. Yes. Okay. So first of all, let me label this. This is known as action part. Okay. This is known as action part. And this is known as go-to part. Action part and go-to part. So 0 on A. See now. 0 on A. So let me say the DFA. 0 on small a. 0 on small a, we are going to which state? I3. Or you can say 3 state. So what I will say, I will write here S3 or shift 3. Okay. No problem. Please, if you are not getting it, be patient. Just after 5 to 10 minutes, you will get each and everything. So what I will say, this is known as shift move. So state on this action part, that is known as shift move. So I will say shift 3. Okay, that is known as shift 3. This is S3. 0 on A, S3. Now see the previous slide. Now 0 on small b. Yes, we are going to read small b also, and we are going to I4. That means S4 I will write. Okay. So 0 on B, I will write S4. I am repeating again and again. If you are not getting anything, please do not worry. Just bear with me for 5-10 minutes. You will get everything. Okay. Next is 0 on dollar. So see, on 0 state, I am not going to read any dollar. So I will leave this as blank. Now see 0 on capital A. 0 on capital A, where we are going. See here, 0 on capital A. We are going to state number 2. So I will write here 2 directly. Okay, I will write here 2. It is not shift move. Okay, it is go to move. So I will write 2. So I'm repeating again, in action part, I have to write S, S3, S4, and so on. But in go to part, we will directly write the state number. Okay, 0 on capital S. So see, 0 on capital S, I'm going to state number 1. I1, state number 1. So I will write here 1. Okay. Yes. Now on state number 1, we are reading A, small a. On state number 1, we are going to read this small a. So where we will go? Go to the previous slide. On state number 1, sorry, here state number 1. See, we are not reading anything on state number 1. Okay, but this is augmented production. Na? So in case of dollar, I will write here except. Okay, this is the rule. Okay, so in dollar, I will write except. To accept the string, we will say 1 on dollar, it is accepted. That's it. Okay, now go to state number 2. State number 2, yes. Capital A, I am going to I5. So I will say state number 2 on capital A. 5. Okay, on state number 2, small a, we are going to S3. Small a means action part. So I3 means S3. I have already told you many times. So I will write here S3. Small b, on state number 2, small b, yes, we are going to I4. So I will write here S4. Dollar, I am not going to read. So on to see, on to capital A, small a, and small b. We are reading only 3 symbols now. So I will keep this capital S as blank. So I think you have got it right by now that on to, if we read capital S, it will be blank. That means error. Okay, so blank means error. Okay, as seen in LL1 parser also. So blank means error. Please do not consider that it is difficult and so on. It is very easy. Just focus here for 10-20 minutes. You will get each and everything. Okay. So on state number 2, capital A, yes, 5. Okay. Now go to come to state number 3. State number 3, we are reading what? Capital A, small b. So on small a, we are going to 3 only. So on 3, capital small a, we are keeping S3. Okay, or let me write the same color. You may get confused. S3. Okay, on small b, we are going to state number 4, that is S4. See here. On 3, small b, S4, small a, S3, capital A, 6. Go to state number 6. So in go to part, I will write 6. Now state number 4. See, state number 4 is final item. Okay, now concentrate here. There will be a difference here. So on small a, in state number 4, this is a final item. A goes to B dot. So that means what? B will be reduced to A. Okay, so see here carefully. So for this grammar, I will label the production. So let us suppose this is my production number 1, this is my production number 2, and this is production number 3. Are you getting it? So production number 1 is S goes to AA. Production number 2 is this, S goes to AA. Production number 3 is what? A goes to small b. A goes to small b is production number 3. So what I will do in case of final item, we use reduce move. Okay, so here we have used the shift move, but in case of final item, we will use the reduce move, and reduce move will be pasted in action part. Okay, so reduce move will be pasted in entire action part. That is the basic difference. So in LR0, reduce move will be pasted in entire action part. So what is the reduce move? R3, na? Okay, 3. Production number 3. So I will write here R3, 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 R3. Okay. So reduce move will be pasted in entire action part. Now state number 5. State number 5 is again final item. So state number 5 is what? 1. So production number 1. So I will write here R1, R1, R1. Okay. So reduce move will be pasted in entire action part. Now 6. State number 6. Again final item. Again final item. So this is production number 2. So I will write here R2, R2, R2. Okay. So I think 6 states are over. Yes. So I think by mistake I have written this 7. So I will delete it. Yes, 7 is not needed. Only 6 were needed. Yes, that's it. Okay. So I hope I have made the point clear to all of you. This is the way to make the table. Okay. Don't worry. I will solve 1 or 2 more questions. You will get more clarity. Okay. So see here carefully. Okay. So table making is over. Okay. So see, step number 1 was augmented production. That is over. Step number 2 was DFA making. That is also over. Step number 3 is table. Step number 3 is table. So table is also over. So table has 2 parts. Just to summarize, table has 2 parts, action part and go to part. In action part, we use terminal, and in go to part, we use non-terminal. So just see the states of DFA, and accordingly you will fill the table. So on terminal symbols on state, we will use shift moves or reduce moves. Okay, these are reduce moves. So reduce moves are kept in entire action part. And here we have go to part. So 0 on capital A, that will go to 2. So that means go to state. Like this you have to keep. Okay, now comes the algorithm part. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how actually algorithm works. Okay, please pause the video, note it down. I will jump to the next slide now. Yes, so now comes the algorithm. let us suppose my string is double A double B dollar, like this. This is my string. Okay, and here we have stack. In stack we will keep initial state, that means 0. State number 0 will be our initial state and we will put it. Okay, now I will say 0 on small a, 0 on small a. So see the table, 0 on small a, S3, shift 3. So shift 3 means what? Shift 3 means, this is a rule you have to remember, A will be pushed onto the stack as well as 3 will be pushed onto the stack. Okay, and in case of shift move, look ahead pointer will move to the next symbol. All these questions can be asked in GATE exam. Look ahead pointer will move to the next symbol when? In case of shift move only. And what exactly shift move means? That you have to put A also and you have to put 3 also. Okay, both will be pushed. Okay, yeah. So next, so on now I will say 3 on small a, 3 on small a. 3 on small a, that means S3. S3 means again same thing. A will be pushed onto the stack, 3 will be pushed onto the stack, and look ahead pointer will move one position to the right. Okay, yes. So now I will say 3 on small b. Okay, 3 on small b. So what we will do? 3 on small b, that is S4. S4 means this b will be pushed onto the stack and 4 will also be pushed onto the stack because it was the state number. Okay, so b and 4 both will be pushed onto the stack. Now since it was shift move, so we will move, we will put look ahead pointer to the one position to the right. Okay, now we are reading this small b. Now 4 on small b. Now see the previous slide. 4 on small b, that is R3. R3 means reduce move. And what was the third production? A goes to B. Okay, now see carefully what we will write. A goes to B. To find the length of RHS, RHS length is 1. We will multiply it by 2. So these symbols will be popped from the stack. So that means 2 symbols will be popped off from the stack. And I will push LHS onto the stack, that is capital A. Are you getting it? So what we are doing in case, see in case of shift move, that was very simple. Look ahead pointer will point to the next symbol. Okay, and the symbol which we have read, that will be pushed onto the stack as well as state number will be pushed onto the stack. So we are doing like this. Now on, see we are at this B now. Okay, we are at this B and what we are saying is 4 on this small b, where to go? I will say 4 on small b, R3, that means reduce move, and that is also 3. So production number 3, you will see that was A goes to small b. So I will say, see the length of small b, that is 1. This will be multiplied by 2. So that means how many symbols will be popped off? 2 symbols will be popped off and LHS will be pushed onto the stack. Okay, now I will say 3 on capital A. See, I have not pushed a look at symbol to one position to the right because it was not a shift move. In case of shift move only, we will push. In case of shift move, we will shift look ahead pointer. Otherwise, we will not shift. Okay. Now 3 on capital A. See the slide. 3 on capital A. Go to state number 6. So I will put here 6. Are you getting it? Okay, so see, A on A, we are reading small b, that is not allowed. Nah? A on B means because see, on the top of the stack, there must be always a state number, because from the table, we are seeing this now of 0 to 6, 5 on B, 6 on B, and so on, like this we are doing. Nah? So we should have state number as topmost symbol onto the stack. But here we are getting capital A because capital A was pushed onto the stack now. So I will say 3 on capital A, state number 6. Now I will say 6 on small b. See the slide. 6 on small b, R2. What is R2? R2 is this. So A goes to AA. So I will write here A goes to AA. AA length is what? 2. So 2 always multiplied by 2. You have to do always multiplication by 2. 2 into 2, that is 4. 4 symbols will be popped off from the stack. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 symbols are popped off and LHS will be pushed onto the stack, that is capital A. Now I will say See, look ahead pointer is pointing to again this small b only. I have not shifted the look ahead pointer because we have till now we have not got any shift move. Okay. Now 3 on capital A. See the slide. 3 on capital A, state number 6. So I will put here state number 6. Again, 6 on small b. See the slide. 6 on small b. Sorry. Yeah, 6 on small b. Sorry for that. 6 on small b, R2 only. R2 means what? Same thing. So 4 symbol will be popped out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 symbol will be popped out. And LHS will be pushed onto the stack. LHS is capital A. So capital A will be pushed onto the stack. Okay, now what we will do, 0 on capital A. 0 on capital A, state number 2. So I will put here state number 2. Okay. So I will put here state number 2. Let me use a different color because it won't be visible to all of you. Yes, state number 2. Okay, now what should be done? So 2 on small b. Now I will say 2 on small b. See, 2 on small b, S4. Okay, now I will push. Okay, S4. That means what? This B will be pushed onto the stack. Okay, this B will be pushed onto the stack. I think it won't be visible to everybody. So let me shift. I will try to shift it a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Yes. So now I think it will be more beneficial. Yeah. So 2 on small b. 2 on small b. So where what we have seen? 2 on small b, S4. S4 means what? B will be pushed onto the stack as well as 4 will be pushed onto the stack. And now look ahead pointer will point to the next symbol, that is dollar. Okay. Now see 4 on dollar. Go to the previous slide. 4 on dollar. R3. R3. R3 means what? See the slide. R3 was what? This was R3. Na? So A goes to B. We have already done. So 2 symbols will be popped off. Okay, and LHS will be pushed onto the stack. That is capital A. Now I will say 2 on capital A. 2 on capital A. So see here, 2 on capital A. Go to state number 5. So I will go to state number 5. Now I will say 5 on dollar. 5 on dollar. See here, 5 on dollar. So it is R1. What is R1? R1 was this. So what we will do, I will say S goes to capital A, capital A. Length is 2. So that means what? 2 symbol will be popped off. Sorry, 2 multiplied by 2. Always we have to multiply by 2. So 4 symbol will be popped off. 4 symbols. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 symbol will be popped off. And LHS will be pushed onto the stack. LHS is what? S. S will be pushed onto the stack. Okay, now see, S is not a state number na, because we need state number. So what will be the state number? Okay, so see here. Okay, so we should get the state number here. Yeah, so 0 was initially present na. Okay, so everything has been popped off. Everything has been popped off. Only 0 is left. So what I will say is 0 on S. See the slide. 0 on S. Go to state number 1. So what I will say, I will go to state number 1. Now I will say 1 on dollar. Look ahead was here na. So 1 on dollar. See the slide. 1 on dollar accept. So I will say string is accepted. Okay. So I hope I have made the point clear to everybody. So this is LR0 parser. So this was our algorithm part. This was our algorithm part. Okay. Yes, please try to follow it. Pause the video and note it down carefully. Anyway, if you are not able to follow, if you are having any confusion, no need to worry. I will do questions, few more questions. You will get crystal clarity about all these things. Okay. So this was just one of the basic question which I have done here. Okay. Yes. So side by side, Okay, I will show you SLR1 parser also in LR0 parser. Now see the carefully. Now difference is coming. So I'm starting now next parser, that is SLR1. Okay, just in one line I will complete it. What I will say SLR1 parser, I will say everything is same as LR0. Everything is same as LR0 except that reduce moves will be present only in follow of LHS. Okay. So in LR0 parser, reduce moves were present in entire action part, but in SLR1 parser, reduce moves will be present only in follow of LHS. Follow of LHS means, see, R3 na, R3 means what? See here, production rule number 3. So I will not put reduce move in entire action part. I will say follow of A. Okay, R3 is what? A goes to B na. So this is your LHS. So what I will say, R3 will be present. R3 in follow of A. Okay. R3 in follow of A only. So no need to go to entire action part. We will put it in follow of LHS only. Okay, so let me just revise so that you will get more clarity. Okay, so I will make the table again for you so that you get more clarity. So everything is same. Okay, so see here. Okay, or let me do it one more time. You will get more clarity. Okay, so construct LR0 parser for this grammar we have done. Now I will do construct SLR1 parser for this grammar. Okay, I will revise each and everything so that you will get more clarity, and obviously I will do it on a faster manner. Okay, I will not repeat things again and again. So now the question is construct SLR1 parser for S goes to A goes to A or B. Okay. So same. So step number 1, augmented production. So what I will say, S dash implies S goes to A goes to A, and A goes to B. So this is your step number 1 completed. Augmented production we have added. This is our augmented production. Now step number 2. Step number 2 will be make DFA of canonical collection of LR0 items. Same thing. Okay, so I will start with this. S dash implies dot S. So if you were not able to follow in the previous few minutes back, then you will get more clarity. Now I will do each and everything again from scratch. So S dash implies dot S. Now I will say dot is present in beginning of S. So I will add all the S productions with dot in the beginning. So this was the only production of S. Now I will say dot is present in beginning of A. So I will add all the A production. A implies dot A implies dot B. So this will be our first state. Let us label it as I0. Now what we can read? We can read here capital S, capital A, small b. So on reading capital S, where we will go, S dash implies S dot. I have repeated many times, this is not the final item. This is the augmented production. So I will label it as I1. On capital A, S goes to A. Dot will position one position to the right now, because see, we have read this capital A. So this dot means we have read nothing. Since we have read this capital A, so dot will come in between. So here. So now I will say dot is present in beginning of A. So add all the A productions with dot in the beginning. So this is your state number 2. This is canonical collection. Canonical collection of LR0 item. I have said you make DFA of canonical collection of LR0 item. So we have got canonical collection. Yes. Small a. On reading small a, where we will go, A goes to A. Dot is again, dot is present in beginning of A. So I will add all A productions with dot in the beginning. Yes, over. Okay, so this is your state number 3. Now on reading small b, we will go to A goes to B dot. Yes, this is our final item. Okay. Yes, now on capital A. So see here, there is no scope of movement. Here we have scope, capital A, and small b. On capital A, we will go to A dot. On small a, now I'm not going to repeat it. You will be able to imagine. On small a, dot will come here. Okay. Yeah, sorry for that. So on small a, we will go here. Okay. So because you can imagine, dot will come in between, and see this will we will get this thing. Now on small b, we will go here. On small b, we will move here. Okay. And yeah, so everything is over for this. For this, on reading capital A, we will go to A dot. On reading small a, same here. On reading small b, here. So I1, I2, I3, I4. Okay, so let me label the same sequence we should follow, so that there should be no confusion in your mind. Yeah, I have given this I4, I5, and I6. Okay, and there is no rule of labeling this. You can label whatever way you want. So I3, then here I4, then I5, and then I6. Okay, so these are the states labeled. Same DFA, everything is same. Nothing has been different till now. Okay, now we will start making table. Okay, so step number 2 is over. Step number 3 will be table construction. Step number 3 will be table construction. So in the table, see, same thing. We will write here state number. Okay, should I copy it or should I make it again? Okay, let me make it again. Okay, so that you will not get confused. No problem. Okay, so I will say state number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So action part, in action part, we will have terminal symbols. In go to part, we will have known terminal symbols. This is your action part, and this is your go to part. So now you have got the idea. Now go to, why we are calling it as go to? Because 0 on A, go to that state. Okay, or go to 1 state, 2 state, whatever state we are going. Okay. Now 0 on small a, see now, 0 on small a, where we are going, S3, 0 on small b, S4. Now I think I should pick up the speed. Here it was blank. And 0 on capital A, 0 on capital A, sorry, 0 on capital A, I2. So we will go to state number 2. Capital S, we are going to state number 1. See here. 0 on capital S, we are going to state number 1. Now 1 on dollar, we will say here accept. Okay. Yes. So now, okay, let me sketch the lines. Otherwise, you may get confused. Okay. Yes. Okay. So now 2 on small a, 2 on small a, S3, S3, and here also S4. You can check it out. 2 on small b. See, 2 on small b, S4. 2 on dollar, nowhere. 2 on capital A, 2 on capital A, 5. Go to state number 5. 3 on small a, 3 on small a, it is going to itself only, S3, and similarly S4, you may be getting it. 3 on capital A, 3 on capital A, I6. 3 on capital S, nowhere. Okay, 3 on capital S, not allowed. Now state number 4. Now difference will come. Okay, till now everything was same, copy pasted. Now difference will come. 4 state, since it is a final item. So in LR0, we have copy pasted, reduce, move in entire action part. Okay, so see here, In entire action part, we have put the reduce move, but here we will not put reduce move in entire action part, but we will say follow of LHS. Okay. So state number 4 is what? A goes to B dot, na? So I will label these production number 1, production number 2, production number 3. Okay. So according to these productions, okay, I will put. So A goes to B, production number 3, na? So I will put R3. I have to put this entry R3, but where? I will put it in follow of LHS. So follow of capital A, I will see. So try to find follow of capital A. Follow of capital A will be what? First of capital A. First of capital A will be A and B, and follow of A is follow of S. So A, B, and dollar. We will get everything. I have done on a faster manner. Please try to find follow. If you are not able to follow it, that how to find follow of capital A, then please watch my previous lectures. I'm not going to repeat it again and again. So small a, small b, and dollar. So I will put here. Now by chance this is happening. So R3, R3, R3. Okay. So indirectly we have put it reduce move in entire action part because follow of capital A was AB dollar. Yes. Next. I5. So S goes to A dot. This is final item. So where I will put this, see the production number 1. So R1, where I will put R1 in follow of LHS, that means follow of S. Try to find follow of capital S. So follow of capital S will be what? See, S is not anywhere in the RHS, so follow of S will be dollar only. Follow of S will be dollar only. So in case of dollar, I will put here R1. Okay, that is the basic difference. That is the basic difference. So see here we have not put R1 in entire action part. We have put it in follow of LHS only. Okay, see here. We have put in entire action part, but here we have put it in follow of LHS only. That means dollar. Now, next R6. R6 is what? A implies A dot. Okay, so see, we have labeled it as 2, production number 2. So I have to put entry R2. But where I have to put entry R2? R2 will be put in follow of capital A. Follow of capital A, we have said already AB dollar. So I will put here R2, R2, R2. Okay. Yes. So that's it. Now our table construction is over. Okay. So now same thing. Okay. I will try to accept the string. Okay. So let me see. Let me give you one example. So you will get more clarity about the this you can say algorithm part also. Okay. If anybody was having any doubt, then you will be able to follow now algorithm also. Okay. So let us take the same string. Okay. Double A, double B. Double A, double B, dollar. This will be our stack with initial state 0. I will say 0 on A. See the table. 0 on A, S3. S3 means what? A will be pushed onto the stack, C will be pushed onto the stack, and look ahead will point to the next symbol. Now 3 on A. 3 on A again. S3, that means A3. You can check it out. Okay, I am teaching from the past 12 years, so by now I have idea about where we should go and so on. Okay, because entire table is in my mind, so I need not refer it again and again. But for you, I am referring it. Okay, so 3 on A. See here, S3 only. Yes. So now I will jump here. 3 on B, S4. You can check it out from your table. You have made the notes from your notes. Please check it out. S4. Now we will jump here. So 4 on B. Now we will say 4 on B, R3. R3 means what? State seed production number 3 now. This is A goes to B now. So what I will say, B, length of B is 1. Always multiply by 2. 2 symbols will be popped out, and LHS will be pushed into the stack. That means capital A. Now I will say 3 on capital A. 3 on capital A. See, 3 on capital A. We will move to state number 6. State number 6. Now I will say 6 on small b. 6 on small b, R2. R2 means R2, what was R2? A goes to AA. So I will say A goes to A. Okay, so what is the length? Length is 2. 2 multiplied by 2, that is 4. So 4 symbol will be popped off and LHS will be pushed onto the stack. LHS is what? Small a. Now, sorry, capital A was LHS. So LHS has been pushed out to the stack. 3 on capital A. 3 on capital A. 3 on capital A, state number 6. 6 on small b. 6 on small b. 6 on small b, R2. What is R2? AA. Same thing. So 4 symbols will be popped off. LHS will be pushed onto the stack. Now I will say 0 on capital A. 0 on capital A. Go to state number 2. We will move to state number 2. Yes. Now I will say on state number 2, we have read this small b. State number 2, small b, S4. Are you getting it? State number 2, small b. Look ahead was here, na? Look ahead will not move to one position to the right. If we have done reduce move, I have told you many times. In case of shift move only, look ahead will point to one symbol to the right. In case of reduce move, it will not move one position to the right. Okay, so it is still here only. Now 2 on small b. Now I will say S3, S4 was there, na? 2 on small b. S4. Yes. So B will be pushed onto the stack and 4 will be pushed onto the stack, and look ahead pointer will point to the next symbol now. Okay. So so now what we will say, 4 on dollar. 4 on dollar. 4 on dollar. R3. R3 means what? Yeah, this was R3. So 2 symbols will be popped off. LHS will be pushed onto the stack. Now I will say 2 on capital A. 2 on capital A, state number 5. 5 on dollar. 5 on dollar. R1. R1 means what? See R1. Production number 1 was S goes to double A. R1. R1 means I will S goes to double A. So length is 2. RHS length is 2. 2 multiplied by 2, that means 4 symbol will be popped off. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 symbol will pop off. And LHS will be pushed onto the stack. That means S will be pushed onto the stack. Now I will say 0 on capital S. That will be state number 1. And I will say 1 on dollar. 1 on dollar accept. So string will be accept. That's it. Okay. So I hope I have made the point clear to everyone. Okay. Please try to follow it. Yes. So let me solve one more question, okay, so that you will get more clarity. Yes, I am jumping to next slide now. So the okay, so the grammar is S goes to. Let me write the proper question. Construct LR0 and SLR1 parser for S goes to BA, AB, A goes to BA or C, B goes to BB or C. Okay. So this is our grammar, and for this grammar we are going to construct LR0 and SLR1 parser. Okay, so how to construct it? Same, I will add the augmented production, okay, and then I will start. So step number 1, add augmented production. Okay, now I will save the time. I will not do it again and again. S dash implies S, I will add, and you will copy paste this grammar, okay, or let me do it because it is just your second portion. So I will copy paste the entire grammar. Okay, so step number 1 is over. Step number 2, make DFA of canonical collection of LR0 items. I am not writing it again and again. So you just have to make DFA. I am jumping to next slide and I will show you the DFA part. Okay. Yes. So I will start from where? State number 0. So S dash implies dot S. From here I will start. And I will say dot is present in beginning of S. So add all the S productions with dot in the beginning. S productions DA, AB. DA and AB. I think, yeah, this was the case only with dot in the beginning. So I will apply dot in the beginning. This will be my first stage. So I will not going to add rest of the productions. Why? Because see, dot is present in beginning of D. So no production will start from small d because it is a terminal symbol. Same is the case here. No production will start with small a because a is terminal symbol. Yes. So I0 is completed. Now I will read capital S. So where we will go, S dash implies S dot. It is not final item. I am repeating again and again because it is augmented production. Now I will read small d. After reading small d, where we will go, D dot A. Now since dot is present in beginning of A, I will add all the A productions. A productions are BA and C. So A goes to dot BA, A goes to dot C. Okay. Now nothing will be added. So this will be our, you can say, canonical collection or state. Okay, so say I1, I2. Okay, okay, that's it. So now we will read small a, small a. So S goes to A, B. Now I will add all, because dot is present in beginning of B, I will add all the B productions with dot in the beginning. I will add all the B productions with so small b, B and small c. Okay, so small b, B and small c. Okay, yes, so that's it. So this will be our state number 3. Now this is over. Okay, we can go nowhere from here. From here, yes, we can go. So I will from where? Okay, so where we can go? Capital A. S goes to DA dot. This is will be our final item. Now after reading B, where we will go? On reading small b, A implies B dot A. Okay, B dot A. Now since dot is present in beginning of A, so I will add all the A productions with dot in the beginning. Dot BA dot C. Okay, yes, and from here after reading small c, we will go A goes to C dot, which is a final item. Now after reading here capital B, we will go to S goes to AB dot, which is our final item. On reading small b, where we will go, B goes to B dot B, and since dot is present in beginning of B, I will add all the B productions. So B goes to dot BB and B goes to dot C. Okay. Okay, now what about my small c? We will go to B goes to C dot. Okay, yes, anything else? Yeah, so here after reading capital A, where we will go? A goes to B A dot. Okay, after reading small b, where we will go? Try to imagine yourself, you will come back here only because see, this dot will be shifted in the middle and we will have to add all the A productions. So we will here, we will come here only. Now after reading small c, we will go to here. Okay, now this everything is over here. Now small b, sorry, capital B, B goes to BB dot. Now small b, we will come back here. You can imagine yourself. Small c, we will come back, go to here. That's it. So this is your DFA. So let me label the states with a different color. I0, I1, I2, I3, then I4, I5. There is no rule and regulation how to label. You can label yourself whatever way you want. I6, then I7, I8, I9, and I10. Okay, yes. So I have left anything else? Yes. So I11. So total 12 states will be there. Okay, 12 states will be there. Okay, and we can make table also very easily. If you want me to draw the table, then I can make it. Otherwise, you can do yourself also. Okay, so let me show you in a faster manner because it is just your second question. So I think DFA making, there should be no problem with anybody. Yes. So how many states are there? Total 12 states we are having now, from 0 to 11. We are having 12 states. So let me write those 12 states. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. And what are the terminal symbols? A, B, C, D, and dollar. You can check it out yourself. See here. What are the terminal symbols? A, B, C, and D. As well as one dollar will come. And S, A, and capital B. Okay. Yeah. Now we will try to make the table. Okay, so now I think this task will be trivial to everybody. Now everyone can make table very easily. Okay, there should be no confusion in anybody's mind related to this concept. Okay, yes, just try to follow it. Yes. So what is this action part? What is this go to part? Now I will directly fill the table. Okay, 0 on small a, 0 on small a, S3, 0 on small b. We cannot read it. Okay, now I will directly say 0 on small d, I2. That means S2. 0 on dollar, 0 on dollar. Okay, so see, nowhere we are going nowhere. 0 on dollar not allowed. So 0 on capital S, that is 1, state number 1. That's it. Now 0 work is over. Okay, now let me fill the table in a faster manner. 1, this was the augmented production. So 1 on dollar accept. 1 on dollar accept. Now state number 2. State number 2, capital A, small b, small c. Capital A, I4, B, 5, and C, 6. So small b, S5, small c, S6. That was the case now. 5, 6, capital A, 4. Capital A, it will be 4. So go to state number 4. Or state number 3, just come back to state number 3. Yeah, so here capital B, small c, small b 8, small c 9. And capital B, I7. That means go to 7. Capital B, 7. Yes, done. Now I4. I4 is a final item. Okay, so you have to label the production rules. Okay, so let us suppose this is production rule number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6. So what is the production rule? S goes to DA. That means 1. So I will write in entire action part R1, 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 and R1 for LR0 parser. For SLR1, I will find fall of capital S and there I will put. Okay, yes, please note it down carefully. Now we will jump to state number 5. Capital A, 11, 6 on itself, sorry, B on, see, my writing is actually very poor. This is B now. And C, it is going to 6. B, it is going to itself. And on C, it is going to S6. Okay. And yeah, capital A, 11. On 6, state number 6, this is final item. Final item, A goes to C dot. In entire action part we will put, because it is a final item, and A go to C dot is 4. So I will put R4, R4, R4. Okay. R4, 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 R4. 7. Again, final item, S goes to AB dot. Yes, so 2. So I will put R2, R2, R2. 8. Yes, so capital B, it is going to I10. Capital B, it is going to 10. Small b on 8, small c on 9. B and C, 8 and 9. B and C, okay, over. Now 9. Final item, B goes to C dot. So B go to 0, 6 now. I will put R6, R6, R6. 10. So final item, and 11 also final item. So 10. 10 is what? R5. Okay. 11 is what? A goes to BA dot 3. So R3, R3, R3. That's it. Okay, so this is my table for this. So I think now everything is crystal clear to everybody. For SLR1 parser, I am giving you as a homework. For SLR1 parser, construct the table yourself. Okay, homework. This is homework for you. So the only thing is, so reduce moves in follow of LHS. Reduce moves in follow of LHS. Okay. So please try to follow it yourself. Okay. Still, if you are having any doubt, then in the next class itself, first thing I will make the table just to give you the answer about what will be the table for SLR1. Okay, I will make the table for you. Yeah. So please note it down carefully. Okay, that's it for today. So in the next class, we will study few more questions. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.